are back with our classes of alcohol, phenols and ethers. We have learned the methods of preparation of alcohols and phenols. If you remember, we said that alcohols can be prepared by hydration of an alkene, by hydroboration of an alkene, then reduction of aldehyde, ketones, carboxylic acid and esters, and then with Grignard's reagent. We said when you react formaldehyde with Grignard's reagent, you get primary alcohol. When you react any other aldehyde other than formaldehyde, you get a secondary alcohol, and when you react it with ketone, you get a tertiary alcohol. We also studied the formation of or preparation of phenol. We studied from haloarenes, from benzene sulfonic acid, then from benzene diazonium chloride, and last was from cumene, which is isopropyl benzene. We studied cumene on oxidation, forms an intermediate compound, cumene hydroperoxide. This cumene hydroperoxide on hydrolysis gives what? Acetone and phenol. When phenol is made, acetone is formed as a byproduct. Acetone is used as nail polish remover. Then we studied that reactions of alcohol can be studied on the basis of breakage of OH bond and on the basis of breakage of COH bond. When we studied the reactions of OH bond, we studied the acidity of alcohols and phenols. We studied that when alcohols or phenols are reacted with metals, they form salt and liberate hydrogen gas. This is the acidic nature of phenol or alcohol. We also studied that phenol reacts with a base, sodium hydroxide, to form sodium phenate, and this water, which is similar to neutralization reaction. So phenol is acidic in nature. After that, we studied esterification reaction. We studied that an ester is formed when an alcohol reacts with acid. We also studied esterification with acid chloride, esterification with acetic anhydride, and we said that these two can be done, or acid and acetic anhydride can be done in the presence of acidic medium or H+. When you use acid chloride, you generally use pyridine because it is what in nature? Basic in nature. We also talked about a compound called aspirin. Aspirin is acetyl salicylic acid. This is prepared when salicylic acid is treated with acyl chloride. When it is treated with acyl chloride, it forms acetyl salicylic acid or acyl salicylic acid, which is called as aspirin. What is the formula of aspirin? Always remember, salicylic acid and it has got what? COOH and OH. How you get here? You will get here what? OCOCH3. This is called as what group? Acyl group. This is called as what? Acyl salicylic acid or aspirin. It is used both as an analgesic as well as antipyretic. Analgesics brings down the inflammation in the body, and antipyretics bring down the temperature of the body. Now, today we will study reactions involving, please write, I have told you I will do towards the end the acidity of alcohol and phenol. So today we will do reactions involving the cleavage of COH bond. Reactions involving the cleavage of COH bond. Now that means what? This OH will be replaced now with something else. Maybe I-, maybe Cl, maybe any such nucleophile. Okay? So this is all what? Reactions involving cleavage of COH bond. Please write first reaction, reaction with hydrogen halides. Reaction with hydrogen halides. reaction with hydrogen halides. Please write. Alcohols react with hydrogen halides. Alcohols react with hydrogen halides to form alkyl halides. Okay, please write. ROH, general equation, ROH plus HX. What it will form? Please look here. This will form what? Water will be removed. It will form what? RX plus H2O. It forms what? RX plus H2O. Done? Now write. How to differentiate between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols? How to differentiate between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol? Very, very important 2-mark question in board. All of us know what is a primary alcohol, what is a secondary alcohol and what is a tertiary alcohol. Why suddenly I am talking about this? HX means I can use HCl and HBr. Generally we do not prefer HI. So what we will do, either HCl or HBr. So if I use HCl in presence of anhydrous zinc chloride, if I use HCl in presence of anhydrous zinc chloride, this is called as what reagent? This is called as Lucas reagent. This is called as what? Lucas reagent. Lucas reagent is HCl and anhydrous zinc chloride. Okay, this is also called as Lucas test. Understood why I spoke about it? Because when I react it with HX, ROH plus HX gives RX plus H2O. This HX, if I use HCl and along with it I use anhydrous zinc chloride, the reagent is called as Lucas reagent, and we differentiate primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol on the basis of Lucas test. Okay, so now Lucas test we use what reagent? Lucas reagent. Lucas reagent is what? It is a mixture of concentrated HCl and anhydrous zinc chloride. Okay, so now how do we differentiate? So alcohol plus concentrated HCl plus what is that? Anhydrous zinc chloride. This is called as what? Lucas reagent. This is used to differentiate what? Primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. So now, do you know the meaning of the word turbidity? Turbidity andre gotta? Okay. What does turbidity mean? If I add alcohol and I add Lucas reagent to it, if the milkiness or cloudiness comes, it is called as what? Turbidity. Turbidity andre milkiness or cloudiness. Before a precipitate is formed and it settles down, it will form lump of precipitates. So that is called as what? Turbidity. So, sorry, if the turbidity comes immediately, the moment I add and I find that the turbidity comes, it is what alcohol? Tertiary alcohol. If it comes on standing under salpapattu half many bandre, it is what? Secondary alcohol. And if it does not appear, it is called as what? Primary alcohol. When does it appear for primary alcohol? It appears on heating. of primary alcohol. Understood what I said? So once again I will repeat. ROH plus HX gives RX plus H2O. A mixture of HCl and anhydrous zinc chloride is called as Lucas reagent. When I add to a mixture of 3 test tubes of primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol, I add Lucas reagent and I wait for turbidity to appear. If the turbidity appears immediately, it is tertiary alcohol. If it appears on standing, it is secondary alcohol, and it appears only on heating, does not appear at room temperature but appears on heating, then it is called as what alcohol? Primary alcohol. Let us read through it. The difference in reactivity of 3 classes of alcohol with each other is distinguished by Lucas test. Alcohols are soluble in Lucas reagent while their halides are immiscible and they provide turbidity. In case of tertiary alcohol, it appears immediately. Primary alcohols do not produce turbidity at room temperature. At room temperature, it does not produce turbidity, but it produces turbidity only on heating. Is this part clear? So, what is Lucas reagent? It is concentrated HCl and anhydrous zinc chloride. Alcohols are soluble in Lucas reagent, but the halide form are not soluble. They produce turbidity. If the turbidity appears immediately, it is tertiary alcohol. If it appears on standing, secondary alcohol. If it appears only on heating but does not appear at room temperature, it is called as what? Primary alcohol. So Lucas reagent and Lucas test clear. Please open your textbook and write in front of it. How do you distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol? That is very, very important, most likely question from the chapter of alcohol, phenols and ethers. Okay, so please make sure to write it. Can you see? It is, for me it is at page number 330, just below aspirin. Wherever it is aspirin, just below it, you can see there is a question. Huh? Okay, it is in page number 338, I believe. So please write at wherever page 338 Lucas test is given. Please write a question there. How do you distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol? How do you distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol? To distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol, we use a reagent which is called as Lucas reagent, and the test is called as the Lucas test. Lucas reagent is a mixture of concentrated HCl and anhydrous zinc chloride. It is based on the principle that alcohols are soluble in concentrated HCl and zinc chloride, but their halide forms are not. They provide turbidity, or they result in the formation of precipitate or milkiness in the solution. This happens if the turbidity appears immediately, it is called as a tertiary alcohol. If it appears on standing, secondary alcohol. And if it does not appear at room temperature, it is primary alcohol. Turbidity only appears on heating. Now, let us talk about the next equation, right? Reaction with PCl3 and PCl5. First, right, reaction with PCl3. The second equation of breakage of OH bond, reaction with PCl3. What is PCl3? Phosphorus dichloride. Okay, whenever you react alcohol with PCl3, I have taught you this before in first year also. I think we even did it when we were doing some part of haloalkanes. You should always understand it will first form what? RCl, because we are taking PCl3. Okay, then it forms what? H3PO3, phosphoric acid. Please balance this equation. I think you require 3 molecules of ROH plus PCl3
plus 3
it forms 3 RCl plus H3PO3. So is it clear? Please write there. Alcohols are converted to their alkyl halides or bromines alcohols are converted to alkyl halides when reacted with PCl3 or PBr3. When reacted with PCl3 or PBr3. Correct? So same reaction we will do it with PBr3. 3ROH plus PBr3 gives me what? 3RBr plus H3PO3. Correct? Now write the next reaction with PCl5. It ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. PCl3 it is like this. With PCl5 it forms phosphorus oxychloride. Please write ROH plus PCl5 gives RCl plus POCl3 plus HCl. Okay. RCOH plus PCl5 gives RCl plus POCl3 plus HCl. What is POCl3? Phosphorus oxychloride. See, the total number of chlorine atoms should be 5. 3 plus 1 4 and 1 5. All 5 atoms should be spread around. So it forms what? Alkyl halide or alkyl chloride. All CBSE students and even state board, when they require conversion, alcohols can be converted into their halides when they react it with what? PCl5 or with PCl3. So let us write C2H5OH. Please complete the equation. With PCl5 gives what? C2H5Cl plus POCl3 plus HCl. So C2H5Cl is called as what? Ethyl chloride. Understood? This is a very important method of conversion of alcohol to their haloalkanes. Okay? So we studied 3 reactions till now. First was Lucas test. Second was reaction with PCl3 where it forms RX and H3PO3 and it reacts with PCl5 to form RCl, POCl3 and HCl. Now let us write the next very important equation, dehydration. Please write dehydration. Next equation is called what? Dehydration. All of us know the technical meaning of the word dehydration. What does dehydration mean? Dehydration basically means removal of water. Removal of water is called as what? Dehydration. Please write alcohols undergo dehydration to form alkene in presence of concentrated H2SO4 or H3PO4 or in presence of a catalyst such as Al2O3 or anhydrous zinc chloride. Okay, now please understand this forms a part of our question of dehydrating agents. So what are dehydrating agents? A dehydrating agent may be concentrated H2SO4, it can be Al2O3 or anhydrous zinc chloride. Most of the time a dehydrating agent is what? Concentrated H2SO4. So let us understand it now. So what we will write here is, we will take first a simple compound. Let us say I will take propane 2O. So let us understand now. CH3, CH, OH, and CH3. This is what? This is propane 2-ol. When I take this compound, okay, or before that, let me do it with, let us finish first the general part. Let me do it with ROH plus, I react what I said, I remove water from it. How do I remove water from it? When I heat it. When I am heating it, I am using the presence of what? Concentrated H2SO4. So what happens from here is, there is removal of water molecule. So you will find water will be removed and an alkene will be formed. So here I cannot explain it to you, but I will take it as what? C2H5OH into 1. And now, when I heat it, what gets removed? Water gets removed. What happens is, this bond and this bond will shift here. So I will get what? C, double bond C, there is an H, there is an H, plus what I get? H2O. So there is formation of what? Alkene. What is the thing formed? C2H4. Ethene. So this is a method of conversion of an alcohol, which is C2H5OH. When it is heated, it forms what? An alkene plus water. This H plus either comes from concentrated H2SO4 or comes from concentrated H3PO4. Please write. Now what is important here when you take ethanol is the temperature becomes what? 443 Kelvin. 10th in 10th we said when ethanol is heated at 443 Kelvin it forms ethene or an alkene. Is right. Temperature very important. Okay. Now second time we will take what? Propane 2-ol. This was what alcohol? Primary alcohol. This is what alcohol? Secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohol in presence of H plus, which comes from what? H2SO4, or you can write here specifically, please write 85% H3PO4. This is H2SO4. This is 85% H3PO4. Now the temperature starts becoming lesser. First was at what Kelvin? 440 Kelvin. Will note. From here the OH goes and from here one H goes. The bond shifts. So I will get what? CH3, CH, double bond CH2 plus H2O. This is what? Prop1E. Just keep on observing that the dehydration of alcohol, as we go to tertiary alcohol, the temperature will become more lesser. Primary alcohol also forms an alkene. Secondary alcohols of dehydration also forms an alkene. Now we will study what? Tertiary alcohol. So our tertiary alcohol example always is what? Tertiary butyl alcohol. So this is tertiary butyl alcohol. This is what? Tertiary alcohol. This tertiary alcohol, now see, even the concentration of the acid becomes less. It is generally done in presence of 20% H3PO4 and the temperature reduces to 358 Kelvin. And the temperature reduces to what? 358 Kelvin. Please look here what will be formed. There will be an OH removed and an H removed. This bond will shift here. So I will get what? CH3, C. I can put that below CH3 here. CH3, double bond, CH2. Will I get a compound like this? CH3, C, double bond, CH2, CH3. What will be the name of this compound?
2-methyl propane.
2-methyl propane. called as 2-methyl-pro-1-ene plus what is formed? H2O. Artha aita? Very important reaction. Dehydration of primary alcohol is done at presence of 443 Kelvin, secondary alcohol at 440 Kelvin, and tertiary alcohol at 358 Kelvin. This is 100% sulfuric acid, this is 85% phosphoric acid, and this is 20% phosphoric acid. Now, seeing all the three, what is the order of dehydration? Which gets dehydrated easily? Primary, secondary, or tertiary? Correct. Please write. Thus, dehydration follows the order. Thus, dehydration follows the order tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary. Dehydration follows the order tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary. Clear? Now write mechanism of dehydration. Mechanism of dehydration of alcohols. Mechanism of dehydration of alcohol. The first mechanism you remember we studied was SN1 mechanism. Second mechanism was SN2 mechanism. Third mechanism was formation of alcohol from alkene. This is what the reverse. It is dehydration of alcohols to form alkene. So first write the overall reaction. What is my overall reaction? C2H5OH in presence of concentrated H2SO4 at 443 Kelvin gives C2H4 plus H2O. This is my reaction, isn't it? Now write step 1. Step 1, formation of protonated alcohol. Formation of protonated alcohol. Okay? Now see, C2H5O and there is an H. This is ethanol. This reaction takes place in presence of what? H plus ions. Now, this reaction is a fast reaction and hence you will write over the arrow fast. Why we write fast and slow? Which is the order? Which is the rate determining? The slowest is the rate determining. So this will come and attack here. So you will get what? C2H5. Then you will have an O, you will have an H, you will have an H, and an oxygen atom will have one lone pair electron. Understood? If you find it confusing to write like this, you can write the lone pair electron below and you can put a positive charge on this. This is what? Formation of what alcohol? Protonated alcohol. Please write below this ethanol. Please write here it protonated alcohol. Is the first step clear? Is the first step clear? Addition of H plus to form what? Protonated alcohol. Please write second step. Formation of carbocation. Formation of carbocation. Please write, it is the slowest step. Sorry. It is the slowest step and hence determines the order of reaction. It is the slowest step and hence determines the order of reaction. So what I will do, I will remove that, and this step being the slowest step determines the order of the reaction. Which order? First order reaction. So it forms what? C2H5 positive plus H2O. Now can you tell me why does the order follow tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary? This is because the entire reaction follows what? Formation of carbocation. Which carbocation is more stable? Tertiary carbocation is more stable, and that is why dehydration always is following the order tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary. Okay, so now for the third step. For the third step, please write formation of ethene. Formation of ethene by elimination of proton. Formation of ethene by elimination of proton. By elimination of proton. So we have this as carbocation, C2H5 positive. Everywhere I will write H. So this is how my carbocation is. Now what I am supposed to do? I am supposed to remove a proton. So which proton I remove? I remove this proton, suppose. So this bond shifts. So what I will get? CH2 double bond CH2 plus H plus. This H plus is where? Again used in what? Step 1. So this is what? Elimination of proton. So first step, formation of protonated alcohol. Second step, formation of carbocation. Third step, elimination of proton. So first you protonate it, then you form carbocation, then again you deprotonate it. This is called as dehydration in alcohol completely. Tomorrow we will do further. Thank you.